Hey yo fellas, what's up? It's your boy KennyJStylinz coming at you with another deck profile. This time we're talking about yeah man, it's the San Antonio Spurs out of all people. It's an NBA deck. Yeah, I told you, man, I make all types of crap. But this one I made way back in 24 no 20 I think it was 2014 after they won a championship, and just recently about a year ago added some more stuff to it. You know how Yu-Gi has old stuff that comes out, then years down the line, they bring out a new set that has cards to support old stuff. So yeah, it's one of those ordeals, I guess you can say. And I'm from San Antonio, and they're my favorite team. So I made a deck with these guys, and I also made one, the Miami Heat, which they played in the finals during the time and kicked their butt. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started, man. So I can show y'all this craziness here. Don't never underestimate me and the decks that I make, man. It's crazy. But okay. First off, we got 3 Gregg Popovich, the coach, probably the best coach of all time. Look, he's a tuner, y'all. And he's just yelling like he always does. Anyway, if you control one or more San Antonio Spurs monsters, you can special summon this card. Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls, negate that monster's effect until the end of the turn. So yeah, Gregg Popovich, man, he ain't playing, boy. He's putting motherfuckers on the bench. Excuse my language, y'all, but yeah. All right, next up him, we have 3 TP, Tony Parkers. He's a level 4, Earth. They're all Earth Warriors, by the way. But anyway, with Tony Parker's effect, when this card is normal or special summon, you can activate one of these effects. Add 1 spell or trap card from your deck to your hand, or add 1 Spurs monster from your deck to your hand. So he's basically your searcher, whatever you need at the time. Tony will cross somebody over and go get that card for you. By the way, I did this deck profile, and I'm hoping that Clan the Spurs fan gets it. Yeah, I really want to see his reaction to this stuff, man. But anyway, bam, we got 3 of the lovable Manus. Look at him shooting a free throw. This guy was something else. But anyway, his effect is, too, check this out. Discard 2 cards from your hand to activate this effect. Target 2 cards from your opponent's side of the field. Destroy the targets. And if you do, special summon 2 San Antonio Spurs monsters from your deck. The monsters summoned by this effect cannot attack this turn. So how this card works is you have Manu out there, and say you have 2 cards in your hand. Let's just pretend these are 2 random cards. Discard them. He'll destroy 2 cards on your opponent's side of the field. And then when that effect happens, boom, boom, you get 2 other Spurs out. You know, and then again, you could start making your plays, making exceeds monsters or whatever, synchro summoning, whatever you want to do with them. So Manu sets up stuff. And basically, this is like an all-time Spurs deck. Because you have, bam, DeMar DeRozan. 2 of them. Look at DeMar about to jam on somebody. Anyway, your opponent cannot target Spurs monsters for attack except this one. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower San Antonio Spurs monster from your hand. Once per turn, you can target 1 of your opponent's attack position monsters. Change the target monster to defense position. So, DeMar is a pretty decent card. He could help set some stuff up. Turn their strongest attack monster to defense. Can you imagine, like, DeMar DeRozan attacking a freaking Goku? That's just crazy. Okay, so now we got 2 Bruce Bowens. This man's defense, boy. Corner 3. When this card is special summoned by the effect of a San Antonio Spurs monster, destroy 1 card on your opponent's side of the field. So, yeah, Bruce is hurting stuff. He comes out, he's kicking you in the kneecap. Sliding up under your feet. Yeah, Bruce is going to jack some people up. Okay, so next we have a couple of one-ofs here. Bam! 1 Keldon. Bam! 1 Avery Johnson. And bam! 1 Shine Elliott. Look at this. Look at the errors, man. This is ridiculous. Okay, first we're going to go with Keldon. Keldon's effect. When this card is special summoned, draw 1 card. If this card is special summoned by San Antonio Spurs monster effect, draw 2 cards instead. Sick. I like how he's, big body. Little General, Avery Johnson. When this card is special summoned by San Antonio Spurs monster effect, Neither player can special summon monsters except earth monsters. Ain't that something? Little General shutting some stuff down, man. So, okay, if I'm looking at this correctly, when this card is special summoned by Spurs of monster effect, so say you use Ginobili to bring him out, neither player can special summon monsters except earth monsters as long as he's out. Now, I know he has a weak attack, so you have to protect him with something, but... And then Sean Elliott, Memorial Day Miracle Man. When this monster is special summoned by a Spurs monster card effect, you can set one or spell a trap from your deck to your spell and trap card zone. So, Sean Elliott's good too, man. So, you know, Ginobili right there, man. Maybe I should have put... Oh, never mind. I do have 3 Ginobilis in the deck. I am tripping. Okay, guys. I have a couple more one-ofs here. One Dennis Rodman, bam! And one, bam! George Iceman Gervin. Okay, with Rodman, I need to make a Sohan card, by the way. When this monster is special summoned in attack position, change one face-up attack position monster your opponent controls to defense. If you notice, he's a level 5. We have some level 5s in here. Basically, the power forwards and centers, the bigger guys, they're going to be level 5. So, and then George Gervin here, this man. When this monster is special summoned by the effect of a San Antonio Spurs monster, send one card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. And if you do draw one card, you can only activate this effect once per turn. So, wow, George Gervin's pretty good too. I played this deck before, and guys, I'm not gonna lie, it's fun. It is fun. Okay, now we have 2 LaMarcus Aldridge, level 5. Well, LaMarcus, you can special summon this card if you control one or more San Antonio Spurs monsters. All monsters your opponent controls must remain in either face-up defense position or face-down defense position. Your opponent cannot normal or special summon monsters in face-up attack position. So, Marcus will leave him stuck for a while. LaMarcus, everybody's going out in defense. Like, I don't know, like this man's Jordan or something. But, yeah, that's what he does. You get that man out there, you'll slow your opponent down. And last but not least for the monsters, we have one, bam, David Robinson. Look at that reverse dunk. Level 5. If you special summon a San Antonio Spurs monster this turn, you can special summon this monster from your hand. 2100 attack. Now, David Robinson always looked like he could fight somebody with his skinny, strong build. Okay, now we're going to the spells, guys. And first we got not 1, not 2, but 3 pick and rolls. It's a quick play effect. Look at Tony. Crossing over, dang, who's screening like that? Is that Tim Duncan? That's a brick wall right there. Anyway, target one face-up attack position monster your opponent controls. Change a target to defense position. So if you notice the Spurs deck just changes your opponent's monsters to defense. You know, they play defense, they change those guys to defense. That's what they do. That's what they do, man. Tony. All right, next up, speaking of defense, we got 2 spell cards that say defense. Duncan and Robinson just smothering the crowd. Is that Spreewell? Yeah, it is. That must be during the 99 finals. Anyway, if your opponent controls a defense position monster, you can negate one effect that special summons an opponent's monster. Wow. And that's a quick play, too. Sometimes I forget the stuff that I make, and that's pretty good. Okay, next we have 2 of Legendary Rivalries, which I don't think it was too much of a rivalry between those guys. It's more like Magic and Bird. That's still a sick pick. You know, Magic Johnson and George Gervin, you know, Ice versus Magic. Heck yeah. Anyway, every time an opponent's monster is changed to defense position, banish one card from the top of your opponent's deck, and it's a continuous effect. Wow. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Next, the spell cards are just regular Yu-Gi cards. Excuse me. So first we're going to start off with 2 Shards of Greed. Yeah, guys, I know it's not Pot of Greed or any one of these other expensive cards, but it's fun, right? Each time you draw a card or cards for your normal draw in your draw phase, place 1 greed counter on this card. You can send this card with 2 or more greed counters to the graveyard to draw 2 cards. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you already knew what that did, but if you didn't, that's why I read it. Dark Hole, you guys should know what that does. You know, destroys all monsters on the field, including yours. A classic but goodie. And last, Feast of the Wild, level 5. Now, I put this in the deck because you have several level 5s in the deck, and the effect, special summon up to 2 level 5 warrior type monsters, which they are, level 5 type warrior monsters, from your hand or your graveyard, but their effects are negated. Also, they cannot attack. So this is basically used to get out your level 5s and exceed or synchro, whatever you're trying to do. And now we're going to go into the traps. First trap, we have bam, bam, bam. Not one, not two, but three of the big three. And change the battle positions of all face-up monsters your opponent controls. If you have 3 or more San Antonio Spurs monsters on your side of the field, destroy all cards your opponent controls during the end phase. So, them 3 out there in the court, they get going. Other side better look out, boy. They better look out. All right, next up, we got 2. Bam, bam. I got 5 on it. Look at Timmy D. I got 5 on it. This is a counter trap, by the way. When a monsters would be summoned or a spell or trap card is activated, pay 5,000 life points. Negate the summon or activation. If you do, destroy that card. Then, if your opponent controls any face-up attack position monsters, change those monsters to defense. So, I kind of made this card to be funny. Put 5 on it and you're paying 5 grand. Anyway, with my version of the game, instead of starting off with 8,000, you start off with 16 grand. So, you get twice the life points. Because, if you played regular Yu-Gi, if you ever did, you could die in a turn. Seriously. With this, at least you have a chance to fight. And plus you get to make funny cards like that. I mean, Tim Duncan, yeah, I put 5 on it for Duncan. All right. And then the last couple traps of the deck, we have 2. Call of the Hornets, continuous trap. Oldie but goodie, target 1 monster in your graveyard. Special summon the target in face-up attack position. When this card leaves the field, destroy that target. When that target is destroyed, destroy that card. So, 2 calls. Last but not least, bam, 1 Mirror Force. Activate only when an opponent's monster declares an attack. Destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls. So, yeah, oldie but goodie, fun, So now we're going to go into the extra deck, guys, and get ready. You have some stuff coming. First off, we're going to start off with, bam, 3 Timmy Ds. Now, you got to have 3 Tim Duncans. And look, that's the young Duncan too, boy. Going against Duncan, you're going to get dunked on. Anyway, it takes 2 level 5s to make him. He's a rank 5. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card. Special summon 1 San Antonio Spurs monster from your hand or deck. During the end phase, destroy the monster that was special summoned by this effect. So, yeah, Tim Duncan, really good. Really good. Okay, next up we have, you guys are going to crack up about this one. Bam! 1 Coyote. He's a rank 5 too. But he takes 3 level 5 Spurs monsters to make. You can also XYZ summon this card by using a San Antonio Spurs XYZ monster you control as a material. Transfer its materials to this card. You can detach 1 material from this card. Your San Antonio Spurs monsters cannot be destroyed by battle for the rest of the turn. During your end phase, you can special summon 1 San Antonio Spurs monster from your graveyard. So yeah, Coyote is it's kind of nasty, man. I think his effect would have been better if it protected him from, spell and trap effects, but it can't make him too broke, I guess. All right, a lot of you Spurs guys are going to hate this. I kind of hate it myself, but it had to be done. Bam! 3 Kawhi Leonards. Rank 4. I mean, as much as we despise this guy for doing what he did, come on, man. He was still good. 2 level 4 Spurs monsters. All San Antonio Spurs monsters you control gain 300 attack. Once per turn, you can attach 1 material from this card. Draw 1 card. And target 1 monster your opponent controls. Change it to defense position. So, how good is that, guys? You're drawing a card, and then you're changing their stuff to defense position. Why not, right? So 3 Leonards. Next, we're going into the synchros. As much as you guys hate Leonard, will y'all hate this guy as much? I don't know. But you might like him. 2 DeJounte Murrays. Level 5. Look at that. I like this pick, by the way. Anyway, so when this card is synchro summoned, you can change 1 face-up monster to defense position. Once per turn, draw 1 card for every face-up defense position monster your opponent controls. So, DeJounte Murray, man, pretty good. I should have made a Chicago Bulls deck like this. Anyway, last but not least, from the synchros, we have 1 level 5. Bam! Patty Mills. When this card is synchro summoned, you can add 1 spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. So, who doesn't like Patty Mills, right? I mean, lights out with this dude. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's it with the San Antonio Spurs deck profile. You know, you guys like what you see? Then let me know. You know, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And yeah, man, I will see you fellas on the next one. Peace out.